Well, good afternoon, Tony and Hughes. I wanted to do a video about Greenwash because there's all these mad plans and you can't believe what they can get away with on a Greenwash project. So I'm going to start off with Northern Ireland. So they had this scheme where if you burnt £1 worth of wood, they would pay you £1.50. Well, they were away burning sheds full of wood. And in the middle of summer, they had a fire on burning all this wood. Oh, it's green, sustainable wood, they said. Yep. And then the government would pay for all this wood to be burnt. And they pay £1.50 for every pound's worth of wood that was burnt. So that was scam number one. Then there was Crouchland's Farm biogas project or something like that. And they had lakes of slurry. And these lakes of slurry leaked all over the countryside, into the rivers, in the fields, all right, polluted everything, all right. But it's green, it doesn't matter, we're fine. No, it's not. Greenwash is a thing. Greenwash, well, yeah. Then there was a school, they were building a school and they had £1 million worth of funding to collect rainwater. Well, £1 million. I mean, seriously, I mean, I get the point, you don't want to spend too much on water and you don't want to, but I've done my own little rainwater project. I spent £60 on a IBC tank, 1,000 litres. And it'll cost me, phase 2 of the project will be a bit of pipe work up to the loft, and then there's the old tank from the boiler. And if I can then feed the loos with that, we're talking about, £300 for the project, not £1 million. £1 million. IBC tanks, right? They're those 1 metre cube that you get on lorries with, they get syrup in from Coca-Colas and make Coke and things like that, and then they discard them. Every farmer's got about 20, So, let's, if we're talking about, and then we go to our electric cars, £30,000 for an electric car, then it's £40,000 to put in a charging point for it. Yeah, these things cost a lot of money. But for £30,000, right, I could save half of the CO2 emissions from the average gas boiler by just putting in a smart controller. I'm not selling these, I've just put it in my house. So you take out the Honeywell controller off the wall, and hopefully the back plate is just perfect, you just click in the new controller. But obviously you might have to get an electrician in, connect the pump up to one terminal, and you connect the boiler up, two wires that fire the boiler up to another terminal, But, so for about, every house is different, for about £300-400 worth of kit, and maybe £200 to get the electrician to wire up, you can probably halve the gas usage on most houses. When you go away to work or school or college or whatever you do, you can tell the house just to snooze, turn all the heating off. You can even leave one room on, like the kitchen, for the dog, right? And then when you come home, just forget your phone out, bip, 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 and the house wakes back up again. And the other way, we are a retired couple, but we work in different corners of the house. So I can have my office warm and, the other room nice and warm, and then in the evening we set the kitchen to warm back up to make cook tea, and then about 11 o'clock you tell the boiler to warm up the bedroom, make sure the bedroom's nice and warm. I would say our bills are probably, I'm going to say probably a third, but let's go with a half, right? If you could save half the gas in every house, right, the CO2 emissions come right down. Now, I'm going to just outline budget. You will not spend more than £600 on the kit to do this. I'll probably do it for 300 in a lot of newer houses. So for the price of one EV, you could do 10, 15, 20 houses, right? And save more emissions than buying one electric car. So just think about these projects. You know, we're talking about bang for buck, as the Americans would say. We're talking about how much expenditure to get how much gain, right? And £1 million saving water from, you know, saving the water to feed the loos of the school. How did they spend that much money? I mean, this is ridiculous. You know, government schemes do not do efficiency. If you've got £1 million to spend on saving energy, lift the floorboards of people's houses, fit double cell, closed cell foam insulation under the floorboards, right? Get rid of the drafts under their floor, or put concrete and foam under their floor. And, you know, convert all of these older houses to be more efficient. Or bungalows, right? These bungalows with rooms in the roof, lift the roof tiles, insulate the roof, put the roof tiles back on. You know, £4,000-5,000. Come on, let's stop wasting money on greenwash schemes that don't actually save the planet. Let's have some proper, honest plans. Keep your gas boiler, just use the gas efficiently. Don't, you know, rip up everything and buy an electric car and say that you're wonderful. The other one is air source heat pumps. I'm sorry, I just don't think that they are any use at all. They use... Right, anyway, so I'm Tony, Ant News, Politics of Existing, signing out. I'm off to go and mow the lawn with my petrol lawnmower. Anyway, oh God, I can hear the sirens going. Right.